Hey guys, what's up? I'm back again with another video, and hold on a minute. Glasses. Didn't realize I had them on, so, and I mean, and that's something I've been doing for, a good while now. Not wearing my glasses when I'm doing YouTube. It's because of the glare and all that stuff. And Villain was an exception. When I did my Villain video, if you guys haven't seen that yet, uh, check that out again, because I felt like just doing that, just because it's been a while. It was a year, so I was like, fuck it, I'll bring it back. Bring back the Villain. But I'm not here to go on a little ramble. 40 seconds already. But I want to talk about Peter Parker returning. Not in the Amazing Universe, because I knew they were going to do that eventually. Not in the Amazing Universe, which I have been catching up on, by the way. So, Amazing Universe is actually turning out pretty well so far. Like, reintroducing the comics again, like relaunching it from one is great. So I'm liking where that's going. With Ultimate Peter Parker coming back, though, okay? Here's my thing. If you look back at Ultimate Spider-Man issue 200, you can see the shadowed out figure. Well, he's not shadowed out, but he's like behind the bushes. And he's looking directly at everyone at Peter Parker's house. And it's funny because initially when you jump into this and you get to the end, you figure out that, oh, Peter Parker's alive. But then the theories start coming out like, wait a minute, is that really Peter Parker? Is that a clone, or like, what is it? What is this Peter Parker? And isn't it and I find it ironic, okay? Norman Osborn's alive, okay? Apparently he survived the death of Spider-Man, like the whole death of Spider-Man arc, which, I'm not gonna say it was my favorite arc. I liked it, but just I thought it was unique how they killed off Peter, but also bringing in the new Spider-Man. So I was like, but I've gotten over that over the years. But here's the thing, though. When it comes to that, okay, the Spider-Twin thing came way after you see the guy, like, he's like looking in the bushes, he's like, and you're thinking like, wait a minute, is that could that be Peter? Because I remember that theory was going around for a while. And then when you jump to this and you see Peter, it's like it's time for the old Spider-Man to come back. And I remember I was sitting there going like, what? What? Because if you guys don't know, when people die in the Ultimate Comics, they stay dead for forever. Actually, I mean, well, with the exception of Gwen, obviously. Like that's the only character I know of that you know, died but ended up coming. And that's the funny thing people kind of seem to forget a little bit. It's like, Gwen died, but she also came back. So it's like, okay, so you can make some leeway towards certain characters. And with Peter, I know people are throwing in like the whole clone theory thing. Like maybe it's just a clone. Well, and that seems to be the stronger prediction that people are thinking of. But honestly, the twin thing came way after him. You see this person like looking at people everyone that was present at Peter Parker's anniversary. Like Kitty Pryde was there, MJ was like almost everyone, with the exception of Harry, obviously. With the exception of him, which we all know what happened, which is still kind of sad to say the least. But here's the thing though. When it comes to this, and when it comes to Peter Parker, I think, and I mean, there is that theory, like, okay, if it is the real Peter Parker, they'll need some serious explaining to do. And I'm actually thinking that maybe it could, and I have two theories. It's either the clone theory, which just seems too which seems too obvious at this point. No, not at this point because it's still just issue one. Issue two doesn't come out till like I think next week. So when issue 2 comes out, I'll read it then. I might do a review on issue 2. Depends. If you guys want me to do a review on issue 2, let me know. That's all I gotta say. But if it is the real Peter Parker, and I'm kind of hoping it is, just because we haven't seen that character in such a long time. And I mean, here's the other thing. When you look at Peter when he died, and when you look at Peter when he's back, he looks older. He doesn't look Like, okay, he's back and things are a little different. Like, it's not like, okay, he's back and he still looks the same. Like, no, he came back and he looked a little bit older. Which kind of, to me, that kind of indicates that, okay, Peter Parker is a little, like, he's getting older. And if it is the real Peter Parker, I'm just saying, if it is, then how did he survive? How did he survive death itself? Because it's really the good question. Because look, if Norman Osborn's able to survive that shit, I'm sure Peter has. I'm sure something happened with Peter. If it is the real him. But again, it's only issue 1. The Miles Morales Ultimate Spider-Man storyline, which again, I'm not too big of a fan of Miles Morales, but I do like where they're taking the story now. At least now. So kind of interesting what's gonna happen. And next week, whatever happens with Peter, with Miles, with MJ. Oh my God! If this is, I'm just saying, how are people gonna react in in comic book time? How are they gonna react when they see Peter? Oh shit! Just imagine how MJ's gonna react. Well, not even just that. Think about how Kitty's gonna react, because Kitty and Peter were in a relationship too for a certain amount of time in Ultimate Spider-Man. So there's a lot that could happen. And there's a lot of theories regarding Peter's return in the Ultimate timeline. And again, I personally think it could be the real Peter Parker, just by looking at the things that have happened. But at the same time, it could just be a clone. But at the same time, when you look at Electro, and there is this one part in the comic, and I keep forgetting what it is, but Electro and Black Cat were fighting. And Electro's talking about, I forgot what it's called, but it was a key. And apparently, based on what I remember, the key kind of has something to, like, resurrect people from the dead. It's like some, like, out of proportion theory. And, like, like, over the top, to say the least. So, I'm kind of curious as to what you guys think about Peter. Whether he's the clone, whether he's the real Ultimate Peter Parker. I mean, time will tell me. We've only got a week left. And, even then, I don't feel like we're going to instantly jump to the question of, okay, is it really Peter? But I feel like if it is the real Peter Parker, the explanation is needed. We need to figure out how the heck Peter Parker survived. At least Ultimate Peter Parker. The Amazing Universe and, 616, we know. Doc Ock, take over, and then Doc Ock died and Peter Parker got back his consciousness in the Amazing Universe. But with this one, I'm kind of just like, I'm questioning. So until next week, guys, I'll catch you guys later. I'm Shirag, and this will probably be the end of Summer Adventures 2014 episode 3. And stay tuned for the next episode, which will actually be coming up pretty soon. So until then, guys, I'll catch you guys later, and let me know what you guys think. Whether Peter Parker is actually back in the Ultimate Timeline, or if it's a clone. Just let me know what you guys think. And aside from that, guys, I'm Shirag, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.